Welcome to the IPF World Championships live in Istanbul, Turkey. We have the men's sub-junior and junior 66 kilo classes. I am Ryan Six-Pack Lapidat, and we are going to start off in the squat event. I'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors first, SBD and Elico, whose equipment we're going to be using for the entire competition. There's a good shot of it right there. A look at the running order. It's a stacked class. We're going to jump back and forth between the junior and sub-junior lifters. And I'll keep you updated as the lifters hit the platform, what division they're in. 12 lifters in this flight. Kicking us off with a 140 kilo squat opener, Yuki of Japan.
Bars loaded.
Depth looks good. And Yuki gets 3 white lights and is on the board.
70 kilo on the back. Nice loaded for
Ungabaya from Mongolia, 170 kilos for his opening squat.
Amazing.
Smooth, easy opener. Gets himself on the board, 3 white lights.
75 kilo on the back. Nice loaded for Quinn Mason, USA, 175 kilo.
Mason Quave from the U.S., 175 kilos for his opening squat in the 66 kilo junior class. Step looks good, and Mason
177.5 kilo on the back.
3 white lights for his efforts.
Nice loaded for Diepenbroek, London, 177.5 kilo.
Landon
USA,
Diepenbroek from the U.S., 177.5 kilos for his opening squat in the junior 66s. 2 Americans in the junior 66 kilo class. It was quick, but it was close on depth. 2-1, he gets in.
185 kilo on the back.
Right on that line. He definitely doesn't want to go any higher.
Kazakhstan, 185 kilo.
Rosmat Beck from Kazakhstan in the sub-junior 66s, opening with 185 kilos. 3 white lights.
185 kilos still on the back. Guys loaded for Solomon Bayabayash Galant, Mongolia. 185
And Solomon from Mongolia, 185 kilos also for his opener. We're in the sub-junior class. Opening 10 kilo over his previous personal best.
Push it!
Two to one, goodly.
2 to 1, he's good.
200 kilo on the back.
You can see how the depth looked a little bit borderline.
Ukraine 200 kilo, followed by
And the judges split the decision in his favor. Edouard from Ukraine, 17 years old, opening up with 200 kilos, sub-junior 66 kilo lifter. Nice catch by the spotters there. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think he hit depth regardless. I'm not sure if it's just the weight he's not comfortable with. You hope he's comfortable with it because he's opening with it. Loses balance here, and the spotters catch him. Maybe lost a little bit of tension dropping into the hole and then just couldn't recover. And we're going to stay in the 66 sub-junior class, where Hodanov of Ukraine will open with 202.5 kilos.
Guys loaded for Hudonov Mikola, 202.5 kilo from Ukraine, followed by Manamela and Bukatka.
That looked like a smooth opener. The judges agree. And Mikola is on the board.
210 kilo on the back.
Kabrabo now from South Africa, 210 kilos being loaded, 66 kilo junior.
Guys loaded for Manamela Karabo, South Africa, 210 kilo, followed by Bukatka and Dibiki. Good lift.
Caribou is on the board.
220 kilo on the back. Guys loaded for Bukatka Boris, Kazakhstan, 220 kilo, followed by Debiki and Ivanov.
And Boris from Kazakhstan easily hits 220 kilos for his opening weight.
Good lift. 225 kilo on the back. 220, sorry. 220 kilo for Debicki Radoslav, Poland, followed by Ivanov and Kojima.
220 kilos stays on the bar for Radoslav from Poland, and will stay in the 66 junior class. Radoslav makes easy work at 220 kilo. Moving to the 66 sub-junior class, Alexander Ivanov from Kazakhstan, opening with 225 kilos.
Good lift, 225 kilo on the back. Kilo on the back.
Taking a look at the squat standings after one round of squats, just one lifter failing to register a squat so far. He will have 2 more attempts to get on the board.
Nice loaded for Kojima Yuki, Japan, 150 kilo, followed by Mumbaya and Quinn.
And Yuki Kojima from Japan, 250 kilos for his second squat attempt. Handle the 10 kilo jump well in his 3 white knights.
180 kilo on the back.
Moving to the 66 junior class, where Mongolia's Ugen Bayer will take 180 kilos second attempt. No lift. Take a look and see if it looks like depth from this angle. This is the angle that the judge did not pass it. Yeah, that was around borderline. Not entirely convincing. And Mason from the U.S. jumping 15 kilo. We are staying in the junior 66s. Mason came out intense for his opening squat, and it's only getting more intense as it gets heavier.
Good lift. 192.5 kilo on the back.
15 kilo jump and he handles it. See, definitely hits depth there. Never gets bullied around by the weight, keeps his chest up, even though the bar slows. Able to push through, and Landon now representing the U.S. as well. Also a 6 kilo junior. 192.5 kilos in the bar for him. And Mason and Landon in the projected totals are neck and neck, just 2.5 kilos apart. The two Americans will be battling it out with each other. Three white lights.
195 kilo on the back. Loaded for Azizulayev,
moving to the sub-junior class.
Solomon and Andreev.
Rozmatbek from Kazakhstan, 195 kilos for his second attempt.
Good lift.
Nice second attempt.
97.5 kilo on the back. Nice loaded for Solomon Bayaskalant, Mongolia, 197.5 kilo, followed by Andreev and Podunov.
197.5 kilos for Mongolia, Solomon. Respectable 12.5 kilo jump. We are in the sub-juniors.
Oh, shit.
18 and below.
Good lift. 200 kilo on the back. Loaded for Andreev, Edward, Ukraine, 200 kilo, followed by Podunov and Manamera.
And Eduard Andreev from the Ukraine missed 200 kilos for his opener, retaking that weight. Would love to get on the board, and then he can move from there. It's when the decision becomes, do you take the weight you had planned for second, take the weight you had planned for third, or somewhere in between? First things first. Depth wasn't convincing, but we'll see.
No lift.
I got to agree with the judges there.
212.5
We'll see in the replay. Yeah, that just looked a little bit too high. He has one more attempt. If he misses, he will no longer be able to register a total. He'll stay in the event, can move on to bench press and deadlifts, but will not be able to register a total. And Mikola from the Ukraine taking a 212.5 kilo second attempt. Moved well. Depth is going to be borderline. We'll see what the judges say.
2 to 1, no lift.
It was close.
22.5 kilo on the back.
It is the World Championships, and it is a World Championship standard. Karabo from South Africa. 222.5 kilos. 12.5 kilo jump from his opener.
Followed by the Vicky and Ivanov.
Get up with those. Cut this for you. That's it. Like, wait.
This will be a jump to the first place for the moment.
Wait.
Deadlift.
3 white lights and he's good. That was a bit of a grinder though.
Kilo on the back.
Be very interested in seeing how much they want to jump up. The bar stays upright. The bar path is straight up, straight down, so it allows him to fight when he needs to.
Nice loaded for the
Chest never bows and he never got pulled out of position. Now Poland's Bratislav with a 235 kilo second attempt. We're in the junior class now for the 66s. A little bit of a wobble at the bottom. Let's see if he hit depth. He did. 3 white lights.
235 kilos still on the back. Nice loaded for Ivanov, Alexander, Kazakhstan. 235 kilo, followed by Bukatka and Kojima.
Moving back to the 66 kilo sub-juniors, 235 kilos on the bar. Alexander Ivanov from Kazakhstan. Three white lights.
240 kilo on the back. Nice loaded for Bukatka, Boris, Kazakhstan, 240 kilos.
Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan, 240 kilos for his second attempt. This is the biggest second attempt of the day. We are in the 66 kilo junior class.
Come on, wake up people. Give big hands here for the lifter. Fighting for the first place. Followed by Kojima and Mumbaya.
That was a smooth second attempt.
It was an easy one, and it was a good one. So good lift. 160 kilos starting the third round.
Quick peek at the standings after 2 rounds of squats. Ivanov sitting at the top in the juniors, or sorry, sitting at the top of the sub-juniors. And Bukatka sitting at the top for the juniors. Still 1 more round of squatting to go, and Team Kazakhstan looking like gold medal favorites so far. Yuki Kojima, 160 kilos in the bar for him. We are in the sub-junior class.
Good lift. 180 kilos.
Yuki finishing his day 3 for 3 in the squat event.
Nice loaded for Mumbaya
Back into the junior class.
Mongolia, 180 kilo, followed by Quinn and
Ungan Bayer from Mongolia, 180 kilos. Second attempt at this. Ooh. Not sure if he lost a little tension there at the top. Hits depth. Nice and tight on the descent. Hits depth, and then right here, elbow shoot back. Torso loses a little tension. That's the end. Mason from the U.S., 195 kilos. 190 kilos was work. Let's see if he has 5 more kilo in him. And it's a good lift. Mason finishing the squat event 3 for 3 and neck with Landon from the US. Should Landon hit this in the projected, that is. We got a lot of lifting left to go.
London, USA, 200 kilo, jump from the 5th to the 4th place, followed by Andreev and Azizulayev.
Called on depth. If I'm honest, I was hesitating to say anything because I wasn't sure how it would go. Now, this is the angle from the judge that gave it to Landon.
Good lift here. So
That's right borderline, isn't it?
Not one bump and lift out here. So the bar is loaded for Andreev Edouard, Ukraine, 200 kilo. Come on, give big hands here for the lifter. We do not want to see somebody.
Eduard Andrea from the Ukraine, 200 kilos even. He missed this on his opener, missed it on his second. Needs to hit this now if he wants to be able to register a total at the IPF World Championships. We're in the sub-junior class. Nope, not going to happen today. Eduard will have the opportunity to bench press and deadlift. He just can't register a total. All is not lost. Staying in the sub-juniors now. 202.5 kilos loaded for Razmetbek.
Followed by Solomon and Modunov.
Whiteson is good.
2.5 kilos still on the back. Nice loaded for Solomon Bayashkalant, 202.5 kilo from Mongolia. He's also fighting here for the second place for the moment. Followed by Mudonov.
202.5 kilos will stay on the bar for Solomon of Mongolia. We're in the sub-junior class. This will move him from 4th to the silver medal position in the squats. 2 lifters left to go. At the very least, it'll solidify a bronze. And at best, the silver. Three whites, and that means silver for Mongolia in this squat event. Mykola Hodanov of Ukraine, 215 kilos.
Followed by Manamela and Debicki.
If Mykola hits this, it'll move him into the silver medal position. Sulman will nudge down into bronze. Mykola, 3 white lights, clinches the silver medal, bumps down the Mongolian to the bronze medal position with 1 lifter left to go in the sub-juniors of the 66s. But first, we're going to return to the junior 66s with 230 kilos waiting for Manamela of South Africa.
Debicki and Ivanov.
We need this one. Hard work. 1,
He's got that bronze medal already locked up for the squat event, but in the bigger picture, this is 7.5 kilos to add towards his total. Started spinning a little on him, but it looked like he was able to lock it out. Judges give it to him.
242.5 kilos in that. 242.5 kilo bar loaded for the Vicky Radoslav, Poland, followed by Ivanov.
Staying in the
and
junior
Bukatka.
66s, and 242.5 kilos is loaded for Radoslav Debicki of Poland.
Wake up! Come on! That's not a big hand.
This will move Radoslav from the silver medal to gold in squats. And looking ahead at the projected, he would be just 5 kilo ahead of Bukatka from Kazakhstan. It's going to be a tight race for the overall world championship. He's going to need this. He locks it up, but did he cut it high? 3 whites, it's good.
And 245 kilo on the back. He's already on the first play. Loaded for Ivanov, Alexander, Kazakhstan, 245 kilo. He's already on the first place.
Moving back to the sub-junior 66s and 245 kilos loaded for Alexander Ivanov of Kazakhstan. 10 kilo jump. And he goes 3 for 3 and really mounting a huge lead in the overall.
He's now trying to get the gold medal. The bar is loaded for Bukatka, Boris, Kazakhstan, 250 kilo. He tried to get that gold medal away from Poland. So fight for the medal. Come on!
250 kilos now loaded for Boris Bukatka of Kazakhstan. This will move him in the squat event from the silver to first. And looking at the projected, he'll be within 5 kilo of Debicki from Poland. In terms of total, now this is going to be a very tight race. Collect himself a gold medal in squat, collect himself 10 more kilos to the total. It's a pivotal lift. Looks like he's done it. Judges agree, and we got ourselves a battle in the 66 junior class. A look at the standings here. Alexander Ivanov taking the gold in the 66 sub-junior. Hodanov from the Ukraine taking the silver. Solman from Mongolia taking the bronze. And in the junior class, Boris Bukatka of Kazakhstan taking the gold. Radoslav Debicki from Poland taking the silver, and Caribou from South Africa taking the bronze. We are going to take a 20-minute break. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with the bench press event. Welcome back to the IPF World Championships. In the 66 kilo class, we have the sub-junior and junior men's. Kicking off with the bench press event. I am Ryan, six-pack lapping at. And the first lifter is going to be Mykola from the Ukraine. A quick peek at the running order. We can see some drama in the squats. We'll see what takes place in the bench press event. It's going to be a tight race for some of these individuals, people battling out for the podium and ultimately the world title. I'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors as we have 10 seconds before the first lift. Eleiko, with which all of this equipment is, and SBD. Without both of their generous support, none of this would be possible.
Bar is loaded for
95 kilos awaits Mykola Hodinov. Equipment in powerlifting is a different variable. It's a whole nother thing when it comes to the bench press event. You misgroove when it's raw. You might be able to battle it through. Misgroove when it's a shirted bench. It's a whole lot tougher. Mykola, 3 white lights, gets on the board.
Is Salmon Bayar Kazakhstan from Mongolia. 100 kilogram bar is loaded for Salmon.
Solman from Mongolia, 100 kilo even for his opening bench.
From South Africa.
Nice catch by the spotters. And hopefully that is just a misgroove. He'll have 2 more attempts to get on the board. Take a look, comes off the chest fast, and whoa. Great out, lockout. Looks like all the hard work had been done.
66. Bar is loaded for Manamela.
He'll have 2 more attempts to get on the board. Up next, 120 kilos. We're in the 66 junior class.
Followed by Mushbaya.
Karabo. Manamela from South Africa, 120 kilos for his opening bench press.
Nice and steady. Comparable. Press.
Good lift for Karabo. Next lifter is Mubaya Ugambaya from Mongolia, 125 kilos. Followed by
125 kilos being loaded for Ugun Bayar of Mongolia. 19 years old in the junior 66 class. Locks it out.
good lift, 2-1.
2-1, it's a good lift. Take a look at this replay. There seems to be some movement here on the way down. Right there.
Followed by Landon.
As it almost floats onto his chest. Now, you're not allowed to have up-down movement. It can be side to side.
From Ukraine.
2 of the judges thought that's what happened. So it passes Eduard Andreev from the Ukraine. 125 kilos for him. We're staying in the sub-junior class.
Good day for Andrea.
Makes easy work of 125 kilos.
Next lifter
See the
is
control on the
Ivanov
descent
from
down to the chest.
USA. Bar is loaded 127.5
And quick as soon as he
kilos,
gets the press
followed by
command.
Quinn Mason
The slow
from
controlled
USA.
descent makes it easy to get that press command. It needs to be motionless when it hits your chest.
Deep and broad.
Landon from the U.S., 127.5 kilos for him. We're in the junior 66 class.
Squeeze that bar.
Let's go.
Tight.
Big chest.
Rest. There you go.
Perfectly executed by Landon.
Next lifter is Quinn Mason from the United States of America. 130 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Mason.
Mason coming out to 130 kilos.
Followed by Bukaka Boris from Kazakhstan.
Shut up.
Let's go.
Squeeze.
Big air, big chest.
Rest.
Go back.
Nice.
Good day.
Blue eye lights. Mason locks it out.
Next lifter is Bukaka Boris from Kazakhstan. 130 kilos, bar is loaded.
Bukatka Boris of Kazakhstan, 130 kilos being loaded for his opening bench.
Followed by Ivanov from Kazakhstan.
Makes easy work of it.
Ivanov Alexander, 135 kilos from Kazakhstan. Bar is loaded.
135 kilos loaded for Ivanov of Kazakhstan.
Good day. Next lifter is Kojima Yuki from Japan, 140 kilos. Bar is loaded for Kojima Yuki.
Yuki Kojima of Japan opening with 140 kilos. We are in the sub-junior 66s. Little bit of a wobble at the beginning, so there's hesitation to give him the start command. You need your elbows locked, head down, butt down, feet flat to get that start command.
Bar is loaded for Rozmat Bek from Kazakhstan, 142.5 kilos. Followed by
Up next, 142.5 kilos loaded for Rozmatbek of Kazakhstan. We are in the sub-junior 66s. That's a tough lockout for an opener.
lifter is the Ivanov from Poland. Bar is loaded for 152.5 kilos.
Radoslaw Debicki from Poland. 152.5 kilos loaded on the bar for his opener. We are in his 66 kilo junior class. Good lift. He's on the board. See the body tense up as he turns on the leg drive to get that off the chest.
Next lifter is from Mongolia. He needs to get this one.
Solman from Mongolia missed 100 kilo on his opener. He has 2 more attempts.
Bar is loaded for Solman.
If he hits this, he can start covering ground with this 3rd attempt. Misses this, and he's in a dicey position. Now, misgrooves happen, especially in equipped lifting. He might be back on track. And back on track it is. On the board, 3 white lights.
Next lifter is Mykola Hodunov. Bar is
Mykola
loaded for
Hodunov from Ukraine, 102.5 kilos loaded on the bar for his 2nd attempt. Oh, you could see once it touched his chest, on his left side, something happened with his wrist. Maybe this angle, will we be able to see it? It's right there. And there is just no going there. That was a bad angle. Once he lost tension there, folded his wrist on the left side, it'd be very difficult to regain form. Caribou of South Africa, 127.5 kilos for his 2nd attempt.
Good.
7.5 more kilo towards his total, but definitely getting close to the limit. Slows that lockout. He gets it, but probably just a 2.5 kilo jump from here. Mason representing U.S. in the junior class, coming out to 135 kilos. Three white lights. Eduard Andreev of Ukraine. 135 kilos for his second attempt.
Good play.
Eduard gets a good lift. And 100 and... Well, that was...
Bar is loaded for Mukhbayar.
There we are.
From
Ugambayar with 137.5 kilos, representing Mongolia in the junior 66s.
Next lifter is Ivanov, London, from US, 140 kilos.
Landon Diepenbrock of the U.S., 140 kilos for his second attempt, 12.5 kilo jump from his opener. He's hit 145. That's obviously going to be under different conditions. Flew to the other side of the world. Massive travel, multiple time zone changes.
Let's go, big air. Come on, lady. Stay tight. There you go.
Good play.
It's a scrap, but he gets it.
Bar is ready for Bukatka Boris, from Kazakhstan, 140 kilos.
Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan, 140 kilos, 10 kilo jump from his opener. And we are staying in the 66 juniors.
Good play. Bar is loaded for Ivanov Alexander from Kazakhstan, 132.5 kilos.
Alexander Ivanov of Kazakhstan comes out to 142.5 kilos for his second attempt. We are in the sub-junior class.
Good play.
Good lift. See the tension on his legs when he needs that leg drive, and that was a fight to lock that out. Expecting a very small jump to his third. $145 kilos now loaded for Raz Matbek of Kazakhstan. 2.5 kilo jump from his opener. And his wrist wrap came undone on him. One wrist wrap PR.
Good play. lifter is Kojima Yuki from Japan. 155 kilos. Bar is ready.
155
for
kilos
Yuki.
now loaded for Yuki Kojima of Japan.
Bar is
15
loaded.
kilo jump. This will temporarily put him in first place. Still got another round of benching to go, though. Uh-oh. Bar started coming down. You can only go in one direction after you get the press command.
From Poland, 157.5 kilos.
Back in the junior class, and Radoslaw Dubicki from Poland, 157.5 kilos for the biggest second round of benching. And that is a mighty struggle to lock out. That might have been the biggest of the second round of benches, but I would be shocked if he gets his third. Not a lot of room to go there. As we take a look at how the bench standings are after 2 rounds. Rose Matbeck in the lead in the juniors. Radoslaw in the lead, in the sub-juniors. Radoslaw in the lead in the juniors.
For Hodunov Mikola from Ukraine, 102.5 kilos.
Hodunov from the Ukraine,
Salmon
102.5 kilos for his third and final bench of the day. Missed this on his second. Oh, wow. If he can lock this out. That right elbow just won't lock for him, though. Valiant effort.
Next is Solomon Bayaskalan from Mongolia, 115 kilos, followed by Manamela
There's a
Karabo.
little bit of wobbling back and forth, and just that lockout. That left elbow locked, but the right just wouldn't lock out for him. Solomon of Mongolia missed 100 kilos in his opener, retook it, and got it on his second, now jumping 15 kilos for his third and final. We are in the sub-junior 66 kilo class. No lift, too much for the day.
Next lifter is Manamela Karabo from South Africa, 132.5 kilos, followed by Quinn Mason from US and Deepak Brooklanden from US. Bar is loaded for Manamela Karabo.
132.5 kilos loaded for Karabo
Give him a big hands.
Manamela of South Africa.
Sit up. Bravo. One.
to 1, he's good, and he's 3 for 3. Leaves holding his lower back. I don't know if he got a bit of a back cramp, and that happens. I know you don't use your lower back to bench press, but it definitely can cramp. You certainly use leg drive. You certainly use your lats, triceps, and obviously chest. Mason, 142.5 for his third and final bench.
Come on. Here we go.
Nice controlled descent.
There you go.
And that's just about a perfect third attempt you can have.
Next lifter is Diepenbrock. Landon. Bar is loaded for Landon Diepenbrock.
Look at the control he has as he brings it down to his chest. Leg drive kicks in. Staying in the 66 kilo juniors, 142.5 stays on the bar for Landon. And Landon and Mason going toe to toe here in a super tight race. And it's good. Landon also goes 3 for 3.
Bar is loaded for Andrew Edward, 142.5 kilos. Andrew from Ukraine.
142.5 kilos being loaded now for Eduard Andreev of the Ukraine.
Good play. Next lifter is Mukhtar Ugambayar from Mongolia, 147.5 kilos, followed by Rosmatbek from Kazakhstan. Bar is ready.
Uganbayar of Mongolia, 147.5 kilos on the bar for his third and final bench attempt. We are in the junior 66 kilo class. And it's good. 3 for 3 in the bench event.
Bar is ready for Azuzallahev Rosmatbek from Kazakhstan.
Rosmatbek of Kazakhstan, 147.5 kilos on the bar for his third and final bench. Just a 2.5 kilo jump.
Good play. Next lifter is Alexander Ivanov from Kazakhstan, 147.5.
Take a look at this replay. Controlled descent to the chest. Oh, yeah, well, looked like a little bit of a butt lift there, but got by on the judges. And we are in the sub-junior 66s where Alexander Ivanov from Kazakhstan has 147.5 kilos loaded. This will move him from bronze to silver. He can't lock that right shoulder out though. And we'll have to settle for the bronze medal in the bench event.
Next lifter is Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan, 152.5 kilo. Bar is loaded for Boris. Followed by Yuki and Radoslav.
Boris Bukatka of Kazakhstan, 152.5 kilos on the bar for him. We are in the junior class. And the lift looks good, and not a single junior has failed to hit their bench attempt.
Now Yuki Kojima.
And we go back to the sub-junior class,
He needs to get this right.
where Yuki Kojima of Japan will take another go at 155 kilos. And this time it's good. Take a look. Oh, looks like his butt might have came up. Slipped by the judges, though. You do need both cheeks to come off for it to be a failed lift, so maybe on the other side it was still touching. We're only getting one angle here, and 160 kilos loaded for Radoslav of Poland. Already has the gold medal in the bench press locked up, but can use these kilos tossed towards his total. Say that 3 times fast. Little too much, but he is credited with the gold medal in the bench press for the 66 junior class.
We will move on to the deadlift session 20 minutes from now.
And there is a look how the bench press results appear. Yuki Kojima of Japan taking the gold medal in the 66 kilo junior, sub-junior class. Razmatbek of Kazakhstan taking the silver. Eduard Andreev from Ukraine taking the bronze. And in the juniors, Radoslav Debicki from Poland taking the gold medal. Boris Bukatka of Kazakhstan taking the silver. And Uganbarov of Mongolia taking the bronze. Quick peek at the projected. A lot can happen once the deadlifts start. So take this standings with a grain of salt, and we are going to take a 20-minute break. Don't go anywhere. The deadlifts will be back, and we'll see the conclusion of the men's sub-junior and junior 66 kilo class. Welcome back to the IPF World Championships live in Istanbul, Turkey. This is the men's junior and sub-junior 66 kilo class. I am Ryan Six-Pack Lapidat, and we are picking up with the deadlift event. This is where the conclusion comes for the 66s, who will be crowned the new kings. I'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors, SBD and Alico. Without their generous support, none of this would be possible. Alico is the choice we have here on the platform. You see the weights on either side, and the SBD t-shirts on the spotters. You're going to see several of their kits coming out to the platform as the lifters make their way. Quick peek at the running order here. We're going to mix it up between the sub-junior and junior class, and I'll let you know when we jump in between the two divisions as the lifters hit the platform. And speaking of, Yuki Kojima from Japan, 160 kilos, a sub-junior. And makes easy work of it.
Good play. Next is Mukbaya Ugambaya from Mongolia, 170 kilos on the bar, followed by Rosmatbek from Kazakhstan.
Mukbayar of Mongolia, 170 kilos for his opening pull.
3 lifters. Bar is ready for Mukbaya Ugambaya from Mongolia.
Makes easy work of it. And that's what you want your openers to be like. Get yourself on the board, solidify your total, and then you can start making bigger jumps. Rosmatbek of Kazakhstan, 170 kilos for his opening dead.
From Kazakhstan. Good lift. Next is Andriy Edyor from Ukraine, 170 kilos, followed by Nikola Hodonov from Ukraine.
Edward Andreev of the Ukraine, 170 kilos for his opening pull.
Good lift.
3 white lights and it's good. Mykola Hodonov of Ukraine, 180 kilos for his opening pull.
180 kilos on the bar, followed by Craig Mason from United States. Bar is ready for Hodonov, Mykola from Ukraine.
Smooth opener.
Good lift. Next is Mason Quinn from United States, 182.5 kilos, followed by Landon Diepenbrock from United States. Bar is ready.
Mason Quave of US, 182.5 kilos for his opener. Uh-oh. I don't think he got a down command.
Sorry.
I think he started losing his balance. You see the lockout, rocks back on his heels there and put the bar down before he lost his balance. Landon from the U.S., opening with 187.5. Landon Deppenbrock.
Smooth off the floor. Nice and tight. There you go.
That's a smooth opener.
Good play. Next is Manamela Karabo from South Africa, 200 kilos, followed by Solomon Bayaskaran from Mongolia for 200 kilos. Bar is ready for Manamela Karabo.
Karabo of South Africa, 200 kilos for his opening pull. We're in the junior 66s.
Away now. Oh!
Good play. Next is Solomon Bayaskaran from Mongolia, 200 kilos, followed by Ivanov Alexander from Kazakhstan.
Solman from Mongolia. We're back in the sub-junior 66s, opening with 200 kilo even as well.
Good play.
And he's on the board.
Ivanov Alexander from Kazakhstan, 202.5 kilos.
Alexander Ivanov of Kazakhstan, 202.5 kilos for his opening deadlift. Oh, he also lost his balance before he got the down command. And this is the dicey proposition that a sumo pull is.
Next is Babushki Vladislav from Poland.
It can put you in a favorable position for your levers, but the drawback at the top at lockout, sometimes it can become 50-50. The further you spread your legs, it gets worse and worse and tougher for the lockout sometimes. And Debecki of Poland will open up with 220 kilos. We haven't seen a whole lot of conventional pulls today, actually.
Good play. Next is Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan, 230 kilos.
Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan, 230 kilos for his first pull of the day. We are in the junior 66s.
Bar is ready for Boris. Good play.
3 whites. A look at the deadlift so far. We still have one more to go in the first round of deads.
Next is Yuki Kojima from Japan, 170
Yuki
kilos.
Kojima. Okay, well, we're moving along now into the second round of deads. There's how the deadlifts stand after the first round.
Next is Yuki Kojima, followed by Rosmatbek and Edward.
Unloaded.
170 kilos loaded for Yuki Kojima. And he handles the 10 extra kilos well.
Next is Azizullah Rosmatbek from Kazakhstan, 180 kilos, followed by Edward.
Staying in the
Andrew
sub-junior
from Ukraine.
66s, Rosmatbek from Kazakhstan, 180 kilos for his second attempt.
Bar is ready for Rosmatbek Azizullah. Good play.
10 more kilos towards his total.
Next is Andrew Edward from Ukraine, 182.5 kilos, followed by Mukhtar Ugambaya. Bar is ready for Edward Andrew.
Edward Andreev, 182.5 kilos for his second attempt, representing the Ukraine, or representing Ukraine, not the Ukraine. Smooth second pull.
Mukhtar Ugambaya from Mongolia, 185 kilos.
Uganbaya from Mongolia, 185 kilos for his second pull. Ooh. I'm not sure if the bar went up down, but it definitely slowed.
Good play.
3 white lights. Seeing the replay here. Now it looks like it puttered, but I don't think there's too much down
Bar
up.
is ready for Mason Quave, United States of America.
Mason Quave of U.S.
Followed by
Missed
Landon
182.5, but it wasn't on strength. He just rocked back a little too much.
87.5 kilos.
Lost it before he got the down command right as he's about to. 87.5 now. Has a smooth lift. 3 white lights.
Next is Dippenberg, Landon, United States, 190 kilos.
Back-to-back Americans now. Landon Diepenbrock from the U.S., 190 kilos, just going up 2.5 kilos from his opener.
Go, Landon! Go, Landon!
Nice and tight.
Bye.
Smooth.
Safe chest.
There you go, squeeze bar.
And I'm wondering, he's got a lot left in the tank.
Next is Hodorov Mikola from Ukraine, 195 kilos, followed by Ivanov Alexander and Solomon Bayar Bayaskalan. Bar is ready for Mikola.
195 kilos loaded for Mikola of Ukraine. Oh, little wobble. Now that one did look like a nut down with the bar.
Loaded. Next is Alexander Ivanov, Kazakhstan. Bar is ready for Ivanov.
Representing Kazakhstan, Alexander Ivanov. Missed 202.5 with his opener, looking to retake it here. Got the down command that time.
Next is Solomon Bayasgaran from Mongolia, followed by Manamela Karabo from South Africa.
Solomon from Mongolia, 212.5 kilos.
Bar is ready.
For his second attempt, 12.5 kilo jump from his opener. Oh, wow, he actually locks that out. A titanic effort.
No lead.
Not clean, though. Let's take a look at that replay.
Next is Karabo Manamela from South
Up, down, possible ramping.
by Radoslav and Boris.
Yeah, there's definite up, down.
215 kilos.
It's a shame. That was a huge effort.
Karabo Manamela.
Karabo from South Africa, 215 kilos for his second attempt. A 15 kilo jump from his opener, winning the junior 66s. Handles that 15 kilo jump with ease. And that's why some lifters, once we get into the deadlift event, start covering huge ground. Others take much smaller jumps from their opener. And those projected totals from earlier can be a little misleading.
Bar is ready for
Radoslav Debicki from Poland, 235 kilos awaits him.
35 kilos. No lead.
No lift today.
Next is Boris Bukatka. Bar is ready. 240 kilos.
240 kilos loaded for Boris Bukatka of Kazakhstan. 66 junior lifter.
Good lift.
Through white lights, the lift is good.
Yuki Kojima from Japan. 170 kilo, followed by Mukbaya, Quinn, and Hoganov.
Peek at the scoreboard here. This is the total as we rest right now with, in the 6'6 juniors, Alexander Ivanov in the lead. And in the juniors, that's the sub-juniors, and in the juniors, Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan also in the lead. So Team Kazakhstan currently in the lead both in sub-juniors and juniors for the 6'6 kilo class. Still got another round of pulls to go. And there's a look at the deadlifts. Ivanov in the sub-juniors so far in the gold medal position for the deadlift event. And Bukatka also in the gold medal position for the juniors. So the lifters with the biggest deadlift are now in the overall lead as well. Let's see if they can hang on to it. Looking at the projected totals, I say let's see if we can they'll hang on to it. It looks like they're far and away have this. I mean, if they completely fumble the ball, miss their last pulls, and some major Hail Marys occur, but they should have it locked up. But the fight for the podium for the silvers and bronze Well, those look pretty solidified as well, if I'm honest. They're just giving a quick vacuum now on the platform. You want to get as much of the baby powder away as possible. Baby powder on the legs lets the bar slip up the lifter's legs, but it also makes the platform pretty slippery as well after a while. And we are ready for the action to kick back up. Where Yuki Kojima of Japan will finish his day with a 150 kilo final pull. Slow at the top. Judges give it to him.
Next is Mutbaya Ugambaya, Mongolia, 192.5 kilos. Followed by Quinn Mason and Hodonov Mikola. Bar is ready for Ugambaya.
Ugambaya of Mongolia, 192.5 kilos for his third and final pull. Not today.
Nolan. Next is Mason Quaid.
Mason Quaid of US missed his opener. Opted to go up 5 kilo nonetheless for his second attempt. Hit 187.5, and now for his third and final, 195 kilos. His previous personal best is 192.5. He will finish off the platform.
Bar is ready for Mason Quaid.
Let's go.
If Landon, he is in a battle with the fellow American for a possible second or fifth, depending on who hits, who misses.
Come on. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Just out of reach.
Nolan.
Finishes his day with a 525 kilo total.
Hodonov from Ukraine, 100.
Currently neck and neck with Landon from the US,
Hodonov.
who's still yet to pull. 195 on the bar for Mykola Hodonov of Ukraine. Missed this on his second.
Грудь высоко, рука. Жестко спиночку.
Gets a down command. That one looked good. Judges agree.
Next is Rosmatbek Azizullah. Bar is ready,
195 kilos for 6'6" sub-junior Rosmatbek of Kazakhstan.
Good play.
Good lift. And he goes 3 for 3 in the deadlift event.
From Ukraine. Bar is ready, 195 kilos.
195 kilos for Eduard Andreev of the Ukraine. In the deadlift event, this will move him onto the podium for a bronze medal. Oh, wow. Nope, just a little too much. It made sense, though. He wasn't going to be able to register a total because he had bombed out previously, but if you could leave the IPF World Championships with a medal in hand and you can collect individual medals for individual events, you might as well give it a try. It was a proper move to make by Team Ukraine. And Solomon from Mongolia looking to retake 212.5 kilos. It'll move him onto the podium for total and into first place for deadlifts temporarily, but not to be.
No leg. There is an attempt change.
Moving into the 66 junior class, there's an attempt change in there. You're allowed to change your final deadlift twice.
Bar is ready for Landon.
Landon from the U.S., 215 kilos.
Big weight, you got it.
This will move him into a bronze medal for the deadlifts, 4th overall, nudging past teammate Mason Quinn.
Big chest, you got it. Easy way.
You know, he'd like to go home with a bronze medal in the deadlift event.
Big chest.
Too much for today.
Alexander Ivanov. Bar is ready. 215 kilos. Followed by Manamela Karabo and the beach.
Back into the sub-junior class. Alexander Ivanov, 215 kilos. And hits it with room to spare, it would appear.
Karabo Manamela from South Africa. Followed by Radoslav and Boris. The last lifts that we will see today.
Carabo from South Africa, 222.5 kilos,
Is ready for
loaded up.
Manamela.
This will move him in the deadlifts from bronze to silver with 2 more lifters to go. He's currently resting in bronze medal position overall. Uh-oh, knees locked early. He might have finished it anyways. And when those knees lock that early, it is very difficult to finish that lift.
Radoslav the beach.
The legs are now done with the lift, and it's all lower back, and this young man gutted it out.
He wants to get this done.
200
Bar
and
is ready for the beach.
235 kilos loaded
235 kilos.
for Radoslav Debicki. Silver medalist overall, and could, nope.
The lift by
Just got told,
by the jury.
lifter from South Africa overturned. The jury overturned his lift.
250
So we have yet to have a lifter get a final pull in the junior 66s. Well, that might have changed. Boris from Kazakhstan,
Bukatka.
3 white lights, and there is your junior 66 kilo world champion. As we take a look at the medal standings for the deadlift event, Alexander Ivanov in the sub-juniors taking the gold, Solman of Mongolia taking the bronze, and Rozmatbek of Kazakhstan Solman taking the silver, Rozmatbek taking the bronze. And in the junior 66s, Boris Bukatka taking the gold, Radoslav Debicki taking the silver, and Karabo taking the bronze. In the total, Alexander Ivanov taking the gold medal in the sub-junior 66s, Rozmatbek taking the silver, and Baikola of the Ukraine taking the bronze medal. In the junior class, Boris Bukatka taking the gold medal, Radoslav Debicki of Poland taking the silver, and Karabo taking the bronze. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back for the medal ceremony.
next medal ceremony, we have Mr. Gaston Parash, IPF President with us, and Mr. Farshid Sultani, Iranian Powerlifting Asian President, and PG Joseph from India. For 66 kilo sub-juniors in the squat event, 66 kilo sub-juniors in the squat event, third place is Bayar Bayaskalan from Mongolia. Second place is Mykola Hodunov from Ukraine. And squat first place, Alexander Ivanov from Kazakhstan. Thank you. 66 kilo sub-juniors bench press. Third place is Edward Andrew from Ukraine. And second place, Rozmatbek Azuzallayev from Kazakhstan. And first place, Yuki Kojima, Japan. Thank you. And the deadlift. Third place in the deadlifts, 66 kilo sub-juniors, Rozmatbek Azuzillayev, Kazakhstan. Second place, Solomon Bayar Bayaskalan from Mongolia. And first place, Alexander Ivanov from Kazakhstan. Thank you. And 66 kilo sub-juniors total. Third place, Mykola Hodunov from Ukraine. And total second place, Rozmatbek Azizullayev, Kazakhstan. And the 66 kilo sub-juniors champion is Alexander Ivanov from Kazakhstan. Please stand up for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Now 66 kilo juniors in the squat event. Third place, Karabo Manamela from South Africa. And second place, Radoslav Debichki from Poland. And squat first place, Boris Bukavka from Kazakhstan. Thank you. 66 kilo juniors bench press, third place, Mukbayar Ugambayar from Mongolia. Second place, Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan. And first place, Radoslav Debichki from Poland. Thank you. And Devdet, third place, Karabo Manamela from South Africa. Second place, Radoslav Debichki from Poland. Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan, first place. Thank you. We're moving to the total. 66 kilo juniors total. Third place, Karabo Manamela from South Africa. Second place, Radoslav Debichki from Poland. And 66 kilo junior champion, Boris Bukatka from Kazakhstan. Please stand up for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Thank you for all the support, all the love for powerlifting. This will be the end tonight.